Hey guys, just wanted to do a video to show everyone what I did in ChatGPT to help me with my budget. So I thought I had a pretty good budget that I was running. And then a couple of months ago, I started to feel really stressed about my finances and felt like I wasn't really making any progress. And I reached out to Budget Direct. To talk to them because I've heard of them. I have spoken to them before. I know people that are using them. So I thought, I'll see what they've got to say. I do know that their fees are reasonably high. And like no hate on that at all, because obviously they're getting paid for a service, which they should get paid for a service that they provide. But obviously that's money out of my budget to pay them. And they couldn't get me an appointment when I wanted it. And so I was waiting to hear back from them. And I thought, I'll just see if ChatGPT can help me. So what I ended up doing was I put my income, my expenses, my debt repayments, everything into ChatGPT, told it my goals and what I was trying to achieve, and it spat out a budget for me. So I know a lot of people, especially at the moment, are really struggling financially as cost of living has, skyrocketed. It's gone through the roof. We all know that. And when I did this process, ChatGPT found me $140 a week in my budget that I didn't even know that I had. And then it also helped me plan out paying down my debt. So if you haven't heard of Dave Ramsey, highly recommend checking out Dave Ramsey and the Ramsey Baby Steps. You can Google them to find out what they are. He has a podcast and they just talk money, and he's got a process that works and he runs that, and yeah, highly recommend listening. But yeah, I thought I would show you what I did, obviously using some just fake random numbers, just to see if I can help anyone, or to see if it may help anyone. Yeah, so I will share my screen. Let me see how to do that. Screen number 2. I'm going to share ChatGPT. Okay, so I went into ChatGPT, which if you don't know what that is, you can Google it. It comes up as OpenAI, and you can set up an account. It's free to use, and it's really awesome. So basically what I did was I went in and said, hey, I like to be polite to my ChatGPT, and I've actually given him a name. So I call him Chip. So, hey, Chip, can you please assist me in writing a budget? My income is $1,500 per week. My expenses are as follows. So we'll say rent is say $450. Electricity, say, I don't know, $100 per month. Oh, we better tell him we pay our rent weekly. $100 a month. My phone is say $50 per month. My internet, $50 per month. Groceries, let's say $150 per week. My car loan is $500 per month. Just trying to think what else we might have to pay. Surely we definitely have more expenses than that. So yeah, insurance is say $150 per month. Say eating out, say $100 per month. So miscellaneous expenses. So this might be, just whatever. So we spend $200 a month on that. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Because obviously I'm just making up figures. So it's just an example to show you how it works. Then I said, I would like to save to go on a holiday. I estimate the holiday will cost me $5,000 and I plan to go in 9 months' time. I also want to save as much money as I can in addition, as well as pay off my debts. My debts are, or look, most people have probably got a credit card. Credit card repayment is say $100 per month. So, so I have a car loan. Say the balance is $21,000, paid at $500 per month, and I have a credit card balance. $21,000. Credit card balance is say $5,000, paid at $100 per month. Yeah. So hit that, let it have a minute to think, and this is what it will come up. Okay, so he's going to break the budget down for us. So we've told him that our weekly income is $1,500, so that's awesome. Our fixed weekly expenses are $450 for rent and $150 for groceries. He's then converted our monthly expenses into weekly to run in line with our pay cycle. So they've been all broken down. So our total weekly expenses, based on what I've told, is $912.50. So the remaining weekly amount is $587.50. So based on what we've told him about our goals and everything, so our holiday savings, if we're going in 9 months, we need to put away $129 a week to be able to pay for that holiday. So he's saying allocate 130. If we want to pay extra debt payments, we're going to prioritize paying off the smallest balance first. And that falls in line with the Ramsey baby steps. So if you are aware of the Ramsey baby steps, the first goal is that we want a $1,000 emergency fund. So if you don't have $1,000 in an emergency fund, you need to pop that into your budget as to what for your first savings goal. So it's going to be your first goal, $1,000 into an emergency fund. And then we're going to prioritize paying off our debt. Should not be going on holidays if we have debt, but each to their own. This is just an example as well. So we're going to prioritize paying off our $5,000 first, not because of the high interest, but because it has the smallest balance. That is what Dave Ramsey teaches. And then our car loan balance is 21. So with the $457 left per week after we've put money away for our holiday, Chip suggests that we put at least $250 extra per week onto the credit card, meaning that will clear in 5 months. So 5 months' time, we don't have the credit card. And then once we finish paying off the credit card, we're going to redirect that $250 to the car loan to pay that off. So once the credit card's paid off, you'll have at least $375 per week, including the $125 freed up from the minimum repayments, because we were paying $500 a month, to either save or pay towards our loan. So we really want to pay it towards our loan, because that's going to get us debt-free quicker, which means we have more money to put into our budget, more money that we can put away and save for either a home deposit or so that we don't have to borrow money anymore. Obviously, he's now broken down the weekly plan as to where we're going to be. It's given us a small buffer of $77.50 per week that you can put into your savings or put off towards the debt. Projected outcomes that the credit card is paid off in 5 months, our holiday is fully funded in 9 months, and then you'll have an extra $375 a week to pay down on that car loan faster. So what you could say to him is, hey, Chat or ChatGPT, if you don't even have to say that, you don't have to be polite, it's AI, but I just am polite. Can you please give me a breakdown of how quickly of, let's say, when I will have each of these debts paid off if I follow the plan above starting today? So what it did for me was it gave me like the weeks and showed me how long it was going to take and when that would be paid off, which was really cool to see. I thought it was like really motivating to be like, oh yeah, cool. I'll give him a minute. So what he's saying here is just giving it the breakdown, minimum payment, blah, 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 blah. Weekly payment, $275, balance 18 weeks. So your debt-free date for the credit card would be the 29th of July, which is about 4.5 months. To pay off the car loan, you would be debt-free on the car loan by July 2026, so approximately 12 months from when you start the extra payments. So the final timelines are here, which was really cool. You can put that into a spreadsheet and break it down. Now, what I like to do myself to keep tracking my budget, just lost my screen. I'm just going to go stop share and I'm going to share a Excel spreadsheet with you. That one is so to help me stay on my budget and know where I'm at. I like to cash flow it. So I have the day. So I would put like Monday. So we'll say the 24th of March and my salary. So this is the money that we're going to have coming in. And then that equals that. And then we're just going to do some random 25th of the 3rd. We're going to buy our groceries, whatever your grocery day is. So we've said our budget for that is 150. So what we're going to do is we're going to go equals our in column. Equals the 150 on our running balance. We're going to add our in column. We're going to take away our out column and we're going to have 350. And then on Wednesday, we're going to pay our rent, which we said was 50. Now you should be able to just drag that one down and it'll give you the running balance on that. So I'm just going to make that so I can see what the plan was. So I then have a few different bank accounts set up to help me put that money away. So I have like my emergency fund account, I have an account for my utilities, and I have an account for direct debits. And so anything that direct debits out of my account, say like Netflix, insurance, I did have my phone with Telstra. And, you know, if you've got internet, might be on direct debit. So I have a direct debit account and I just put so much a week according to the plan into that account and have all my direct debits come out of there. And I know that they're going to be covered and I don't have to worry. I have an account for my debt repayments because I pay my car loan monthly. So every week I put the allocated amount into that. And then at the end of the month, I pay my repayment. I have because I have horses and dogs, I have a pet sinking fund that I put money into, which is in addition to my emergency fund in case my pets need vet treatment or anything. I have money there. And I also have an account for my utility, so I can put money away to pay my electricity and water when it pops up. Yeah, I think that's all, but you can do that however you want. So then obviously like maybe Thursday, we're going to say that, and then we're going to put into our utilities, you know, our 25 a week. And our phone was $12.50, car loan 125. Like you get the gist of it. I don't think I need to put it all in. The other thing that I found really helpful was that I was able to use ChatGPT to help me find a better deal with my phone. So what I did was I said, like, my phone plan is currently with Telstra. Can you help me find a better deal? So you can do that with your internet, you can do that with your electricity, your mobile, insurance. But obviously, like if you were doing your electricity, I would put in off your last electricity bill what your usage and everything was so it can find it. So he said, certainly, let's explore. So they've given some options and then come back with some cheaper alternatives. So I ended up coming off my Telstra plan, which was $65 a month, and I've gone on to a prepaid, which is $39 a month. And I got like everything that I need in that. And it's still in the Telstra network, which is awesome. So yeah, it'll spit all that out. You can check your sources, click on all these links. Yeah. So I really hope that helps someone. But yeah, jump into ChatGPT, have a play around if you're having trouble with your budget and see how you go.